Hey guys, it's Glen here, and you're not gonna believe it, the one and only Canapa Effect is with us on AniFix. Canapa Effect, introduce yourself.
Hi guys, I'm the Canapa Effect, and without further ado, let's talk about the Going Home Club.
Oh man, Canapa, I'm so glad to have you on. Like, the other 17 times, complete garbage, but now you're perfect. You're perfect.
I know,
Canapa.
right? And recently I just finished watching all of Pokemon X and Y. Let's talk about that.
That would be an interesting discussion, but let's save that for later. Who really are you? Tell me, because I'm honestly, that was a spot-on expression.
He's not Canapa?
He's not
What?
Callum?
What?
Hey guys,
What is this?
RCAnime here.
Oh my god, why did this happen? Where did we go wrong?
Death of AniFix right now.
The permanent replacement for Canapa. The one and only RCAnime. Just kidding. He'll be gone immediately. Like right now.
Right
turn
now.
off your mic. We're not editing your
Just
audio.
leave. Just leave. God.
I thought we were like making a new episode of Roku Ronin. What's going on?
It's all gone wrong. So, we like to do this question segment, and we got this very special question from Nawaf, or however to pronounce his name. And he asks, have you ever thought of secretly making the podcast without Canapa or Callum? And yeah, we have. We're doing it right now, baby.
Boom, bitch. This is the episode.
This is the ultimate answer to a question. This is the answer right here.
I know there are a lot of people out there that are, like, literally so happy right now.
They're
There's definitely a
crying.
few. Yeah,
And-
there's a few.
But Mr. Canapa will come back, twirl his nose, and ruin AniFix again. Don't you worry. So, RCAnime here. Well, I'm not RCAnime. So it sticks to me. We got the Matt, Russ, and me, Glen. The classic AniFix crew. This is what it was meant to be.
Yeah, what happened? Why'd you guys pick Callum over the famous RCAnime?
You know, I think it went a little bit like we were going down the list, and he was the last one on the list, and that's why Callum's in the podcast. That is legitimately what it was like. Something like that. Yeah. Like, he was the last one available, and we were just like, oh, I guess he'll have to do. But,
All right.
yeah.
Nobody cares. In this podcast, we talk about anime, Mr. RCAnime. Have you watched anime?
What's anime?
God damn it. I don't know.
I saw Ruby.
We've been bullshitting for like 17 episodes.
Okay. Well, if anything, I recently saw Nausicaa in theaters.
I don't care.
Okay.
I don't want to.
I
I
care,
haven't
Matt.
seen
Tell me.
Nausicaa. I
Tell
haven't
me.
seen like any Ghibli.
I haven't seen it either, but tell me what you thought of it,
It's
Matt.
I really like Nausicaa. I'm not like a huge Miyazaki fan per se. Like, I like some of his stuff, but I like other stuff better, I guess.
What are you a fan
I
of,
like
Matt?
the persona of Miyazaki more than his films.
Miyazaki has such a great persona. He's a great man. But yeah, Nausicaa is my favorite
Look forward to him in Persona
film
5.
out of Miyazaki's stuff, probably. Like that and Kiki, I like the most. I think Nausicaa is really good. And then it all went downhill right after, but...
It all went downhill after his son was born. After his son was born, Miyazaki's life was a downward spiral, and then his son made... What was it? What was it? Kiki's Delivery Service, or was it the
No,
Up on Poppy
fuck
Hill?
off! His
Up
son
on
did
Poppy
not.
Hill?
His son could not make something as good as Kiki's Delivery Service. His son made like Tale of Earthsea.
Was that it? I don't even remember, to be quite honest. All I know is that if like I met Miyazaki in real life, I feel like he would beat me up, like really badly. Like I'd be in the hospital, I'd wake up and be like, "What happened?" And Miyazaki would be there. He's like, "I paid your bills, so I can beat the shit out of you again."
I met Miyazaki in real life. I talked about his original plot to The Wind Rises, where it was going to be about planes killing the otaku in Akihabara.
That video got taken down, Matt. We can't talk about
It
that.
didn't get taken down.
It's copyrighted.
No, it's just blocked in the U.S. alone.
the main place people watch shit.
Oh, dear.
There's the rest of the world.
I haven't seen many of Miyazaki's films besides like Spirited Away and Howl's Moving Castle, and I may have seen a few others. I don't recall because I saw them all when I was younger. And I've been meaning to watch them because it's like, oh, Glen, you haven't seen Ghibli. Well, guess what? I like shitty anime. I am Miyazaki's worst nightmare. I love everything he hates. I am I am anti-Miyazaki. It's like if there was an alternate universe, I would be Miyazaki.
You are the antithesis
Glenn, have you
of
seen
Miyazaki.
Mononoke?
No,
Just out of curiosity. Oh dear.
Have you
Unless
seen
you-
Princess Mononoke?
Yeah, unless you mean Mononoke like the Toei animation show. I've seen that. That's a good show.
No, I did not mean that, but
It's a good show.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's one of those pretentious hipster shows that if you like it, you're RCAnime.
I actually don't like Mononoke, so
There's a lot of things to not like about it.
yeah, I
Like
wasn't
it's a whole lot
too
of
big on it.
it's a whole lot of imagery that doesn't mean a whole lot, but it looks cool, so that's good enough for me.
And the quality of the images in Mononoke were I don't know. It's not.
Oh no, the animation.
The quality.
animation
No,
is not
the
bad.
animation is
Wait.
terrible. Like I'm not talking about the animation. I'm just talking about.
What
the
do you mean by the
visual
quality of the
directing
images?
alone.
What do you mean? Do you mean like cinematography? Is that what you mean? Is this,
That's what the C in your
is this
name
a map
means, right?
video? What do you mean by quality of the images?
It's like
What?
racist cinematography anime. That's what the full name means.
It's just the visual directing is kind of bland, despite the fact that
I
like,
would
on
not
the
call it
surface,
bland.
kind of.
I would
it's-
I would say the directing is more bland, but the actual visual direction is there. It's
don't-
there. The director didn't know what to do with it.
I don't know. It really felt uninspired to me, despite the fact that its art style is unique. But that's the only thing special about it, I would say. It's
This
kinda,
art style
it's like,
is so
you know what's a better
inspired, it
show
has become
with the same
uninspired.
plot?
Quote from
Mushishi.
RCAnime.
So
What about Mushishi?
Mushishi's essentially Mononoke, but better.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Mushishi's a lot better. Mushishi's fucking one of the best shows.
But yeah.
Do you know what it feels like I've just walked on into right now?
Okay, let's talk about
Like that
Love
typical,
Lab.
like-
Can we talk about Love Lab?
Is this the Can we call this the roast of RCAnime?
See anime on the barbecue. Yeah. No, talk about Love Lab. Go on.
Love Lab is
Actually, you're
Great.
You're Canepa. Canepa likes Love Lab.
I like Love Lab.
I believe.
What's wrong
Lab's
with
a
Love
good
Lab?
show. Just because Callum likes it doesn't mean anything.
Listen. Callum liking it does mean something, but I mean, I guess you can still like the shows he likes. I guess I'll let you off.
Love Lab
Just
is
this once,
amazing.
though.
Love Lab is funny.
Why is it amazing? Glenn, you normally do this to me, so let's hear it. Why is Love Lab amazing?
Well, I want to let our guests talk.
Nah, Glenn, go ahead. You know more
You
than
giving
me.
it to me? You giving it to me?
No, like, hey, I
Come on,
I stole your
hit me,
Ask FM
come on.
question. You know more than me.
Low key stuff. Lots of I wouldn't call it highbrow humor for Love Lab, but it is a very, very funny show. That's not the best explanation, but it's also Dokugopo's best animated show, and animation can really carry a comedy anime, because as much as it doesn't seem like it, you think the jokes would matter more. If the animation isn't there to actually, solidify the punchline, it's not going to be as funny. It's just like with emotional moments, like in Shirobako episode 1823 or whatever, the one where Zuka talks and Miyamori cries, or like episode 12 of Euphonium where Kumiko is running. It's like none of those would be nearly as impactful if it didn't have the eccentric, amazing animation. So it's the same with comedy. And Dokugopo, it's their best animated show, and probably one of the best animated shows of 2013, besides Free. Wow, you guys suck. You guys do realize that you're supposed to speak back to me.
No, you were just so good. Like, I'm going to completely.
I
rip
keep telling
that
him this,
off
Matt,
for
but he
an
doesn't
RCAnime
believe me.
video.
Whenever I'm silent, he thinks that it's me, but it's him. He's blowing me away. That's
I'm
what it
blowing
really
you.
is.
It's conversation, Russ.
No, you're blowing
You
me
go
away,
into
Glenn.
real life. Somebody speaks to you, and you just stare them in the face, while they're waiting for a response. You're just like, "No, man, I'm sorry. You blew me away."
No, but Glenn, if someone says something amazing to you, you do get blown away.
I'm not saying
That's
anything
how it is.
amazing. I'm just explaining why I like the show.
Yeah.
It doesn't have any
I
large
get
narrative
you.
threads, but it's just constant jolts of comedy, and it's a really good comedy.
It did sound like you were describing Yuri Yuri. which is actually a show I've seen.
Yuri,
So
Dagagobo's other amazing comedy show, just as well animated. You should watch Love Lab. You like Love Lab because you love Yuri.
Yeah. I mean, it's not as good as Yuri because Yuri is like a
Yuri's
comedic
perfect.
masterpiece.
Love Lab is its own little creation, though. It's a little twist.
Its own little thing.
Love Lab is a lot of fun. I'll say that it's.
Okay, RCAnime.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't really have much to say about it. It's really fun.
Well, then why'd you want to talk about it?
I just brought it up because I don't.
Why'd
it sounds like an AniFix
here,
kind of
RCAnime?
show.
We brought you on to talk about cartoons.
It sounds like an AniFix kind of show. I'm not gonna bring up, like
you don't even listen to
Katana
AniFix.
Gatari. Well, Callum's in it, so I just assumed that this is what you guys would talk about.
No, I shut down Callum all the time to talk about shows that actually we can talk about.
There's a lot more Going Home Club, actually, Matt. But yeah. Other than that, yeah.
Well, 2015's over. Did you guys talk about like anime of 2015 and whatnot?
I felt like we wanted to save that for an episode, but we can just do that later with Callum when we have to sadly bring him back. Yeah, I guess we should mention Callum doesn't know we're doing this. I'm pretty sure he's awake right now, and we are just blowing him off completely.
But he's
God, you make it sound like revenge porn
or something.
It's not revenge.
Something. We're doing this for the sake of a question, Russ. This is Callum will understand. He'll understand.
I don't. Something tells me he won't.
And I'll never forget
let's
the
roll
time you
with
guys
it.
betrayed me on episode 5. So
look, we are not doing
never
this.
Forget. We did it in episode 6. Episode 6, we did it. So don't worry about it.
Oh, dear.
Kevin, we're here right now. But
that show's 2015. 2015, kind of a dire year. Well, not really, I guess. It's just like 2012 and 2013 were such good years for anime. 2011 as well. To be honest, yeah, 2010 through 2013, amazing years for anime. Tons of good stuff coming out. Kyosugiga, Centric Family, K on second season, Tomoko Market,
Penguin Drum,
tons of Kyoani shows. Penguin Drum, yeah.
Just a bunch of other
everything
shows.
Good and fluffy and tasty. It came out.
Everything people
years.
Still talk about today. Like
and
Steins Gate, Attack on Titan, like those all came out those years too.
Monogatari second season. Fucking it's just like 2014 was. It was okay. And then 2015 came around, and all of the best 2015 anime were essentially sequels to 2014 anime or other anime. It's like Owari Monogatari, easily one of the best.
Koku Graffiti was one of the best shows this year.
Yeah, that was an original. I'm trying to think of like these, like Noragami Arigato, completely improved upon the first
Non-Biori
season.
Repeat.
Non-Biori repeat. Non-Biori repeat.
Bringing it back.
Even though I don't like Snafu. Snafu 2 apparently was
Snafu
really
2.
Great.
Best show of the year for me.
Gatchaman Crowd's Insight.
Gatchaman Crowd's Insight, another one of the best shows of the year for me. What was one of your best that was an original and not a sequel?
The Perfect Insider.
I saw you say that on Twitter. I don't understand. I like Perfect Insider, Matt. I really do, but it's not that good.
Look, it's
the directing's good, and I can see why you really enjoy that. Which the guy also directed. What was it? Son of the Sky, and you're watching that right now.
And also Elfen Lied.
Yeah, he's directed a lot of garbage at the same time, but it's just when it comes to directors, it usually depends on the material. Unless you're like Rie Matsumoto and you're just crazy and you change everything and you're super good at what you do, and that brings up Kekai Sensen, which a disappointing but still one of the best shows of the year.
You see, I'm saying The Perfect Insider is one of the best shows of the year, but I don't think it's amazing. It's not on anything at the level of. It's because it was
a weak year.
It's not Aqua no Hana, but considering what came out in the past year or two, it was a nice breath of fresh air. Because there's this essence of it's a little bit of the girl with the dragon tattoo and Gone Girl mixed together.
I love Gone Girl.
Yeah, and as a huge
I'm glad you forced
Fincher
me to
fan.
watch it.
No, yeah. And there's other films I'm trying to force you to watch, but this is an anime podcast.
It was Fincher, right?
Yeah. Gone Girl was Gone Girl and The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo are both David Fincher. But yeah, essentially the reason why I enjoyed The Perfect Insider a lot was not just because it's a decent show. It's a really decent show. The pacing was fine. I like the characters.
Show. Just, didn't have it there all the time, and it even had like a recap episode for some reason, even though it was 11 episodes.
A recap episode. When
Well, it was sort of a
episode?
recap. It was mostly a recap. It just felt like repeated information. I forget which episode it was exactly. Like episode 6, maybe episode 7.
I don't remember a recap episode. Maybe
It was like there's like a fire or something.
fire.
It doesn't matter. Tell me about it. Tell me about Perfect Insider.
I just enjoyed the Perfect Insider because it was something different from what we normally get. It's like the reason why I like Zanki no Terror a lot is because like the story becomes garbage halfway through, and the characters are really not fleshed out at all. But I liked it primarily for its interesting choice of directing. It's like new kind of more Western approach, I should say. And I felt some of it in the Perfect Insider, which is why I liked it a lot more. I feel like something that's been lacking in anime in general is just like this idea of like doing something different, you know? Like looking at next season, what are we getting? We're getting a lot of light novels and manga.
Well, there's
adaptations,
something
and that's
that
like
really
every
has
season.
more of a Western aesthetic next season, which I've showed you the PVs for it multiple times.
The
you haven't really seen
one.
It's the historical drama one, yeah, like Showa. The one that's basically just Shiraku, but not a comedy.
Yeah.
Like that has more of a Western take on it, and it's by the director who is most known as that guy who left Shaft to go make cool cartoons over at Studio Dean. Like he did Sankareya, Sakura Trick Work, I'm pretty sure, and tons of stuff like that. And that's probably the most like interesting, different looking show, since you don't get many. As much as I hate to use the word adult dramas. Well, I guess I don't hate to use that word, because most of the dramas we get are, like, teenager-related, and there's nothing wrong with that, because Snafu is amazing, and you can go fuck yourself, Mr. Matt's RCAnime.
It's not my fault. Snafu was a bad show, at least the first season.
The first season's not as good, but it was still one of my favorite shows of 2013, but the second season it just improves everything, Matt. Like, seriously.
I don't even remember what happens in the first season besides the fact that, like, a girl, her dog gets run over by a car or something like that.
That does happen.
Maybe you should rewatch it.
No, there's a reason why I don't remember it.
But yeah, Perfect Insider, good because it defied standard genre expectations. The direction was good, really was. The guy really stepped up his game. Well, I forget his name, but just Sound of the Sky director, and it's this. The solution to the mystery was so fucking ridiculous. It was amazing.
No.
Everything becomes F, Matt. Everything.
Yeah. Halfway through, I thought I had the mystery solved. I was like, yes, I know what's gonna happen, and no. I was like, what?
Well, yeah, it was just fucking. You couldn't predict it.
Yeah.
You could not predict it. I did like how it was always building up and contrasting Moe and Magata, and also I love how one of the main characters' names is Moe. I love it.
No, she's a great character. She's great.
She's probably one of my favorite characters of the year.
I really like Magata Shiki though. I don't know. There's something about her, especially in the last few episodes. It like makes her what's the word, like alluring? Is that the word I'm trying
alluring
to say?
is a word, Matt.
Yeah, but I'm just I guess that there's something like this word may be too strong, but there's something seductive about her character that I really like.
The doujins aren't out yet, Matt. I'm sorry.
We're getting a hint of deeper Matt here by the sound of it. My God.
You want to know more about Matt? Euphoria. I love Euphoria.
I love Euphoria. That's why we're friends.
Yeah, Kevin can
Oh
go
my
fuck
God.
himself.
Oh.
What is happening right now?
Kevin he can't handle the human centipede. He's weak. He
Human
has shit
centipede
taste
with
in
shit.
doujin, just
Literal
hentai
shit
and
eating.
porn in general. I've never met a man worse than him when it comes to taste in porn. Hey, Russ. My old friend who definitely won't be replaced next episode like Callum. I'm gonna open this. I'm gonna open this Mountain Dew. So listen really quick. Mountain Dew Code Red.
Oh, you go
delicious.
for the cans.
Sponsored by Mountain Dew Code Red.
Yeah.
Delicious. Russ.
Yes, Glen.
What was one of your favorite anime of 2015?
Well, as you know, Glenn, I don't watch a lot of anime,
I know.
but
I figured this
I mean-
out during our friendship.
I mean, if I had to pick top 3, maybe Non-Non-Buri Repeat, Gatchaman Crowd's Insight, maybe Yamada-kun, maybe, I don't know, that one's sort of hanging in.
I'm
on
super
the top
glad
3
these
spot.
are all shows
don't
we've
know.
talked about extensively in previous episodes.
They are. That's a problem. But we talk about the good shows. That's what we pride
here,
ourselves
conversate with
here
Matt.
at
Matt,
AniFix.
what do you think of his decision?
What? Gosh, I haven't seen Gatchaman Crowd's Insight, and I really like Non-Non-Buri.
Non-Non-Buri. Talk about that.
Yeah, Non-Non-Buri Repeat was really great. It's not much different from the first season, besides the fact that
You could call it a repeat.
yeah, it's
That's very true.
the animation quality, of course, jumped up.
It did. It did take a step up.
I do like what I like about Non-Non-Buri a lot is that there's a lot of patience in it with its directing. Like I think
Oh yeah, there is definitely a lot of patience.
it's like a lot of
Yeah.
anime just like to get to the point really fast, and it's really funny too because like a lot of anime just like to have this constant sense of action, despite the fact that in a lot of anime there isn't very much like this sense of progression in a lot of stories too. So that's just I don't know.
I feel like there's tons of shows that are slow burning like that. Like Perfect Insider is a pretty slow burning show.
Yeah. But like I'm just thinking about there's a lot of like just constant action shows. Like Jitsu wa Watashi wa is kind of like a show that just like keeps on having things happening.
Yeah, that's a rom-com though.
But that's like kind of Jitsu wa
No,
Watashi
you're
wa.
not. You're
is,
not
like,
wrong.
the
But at the
essence
same
of-
time, Matt, you're not right.
Glenn and his ambiguity. Oh my God.
I love it. I get what you're saying, Matt, but at the same time, watch more anime. I'm annoyed because you actually were. While I was taking exams, you were watching way more anime than I was.
I was. I don't
couldn't
know why.
believe it. I was like, RCAnime watching anime? That's crazy.
Matt, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
How do you feel about me dropping K-On! On the
Fuck
first
you!
Fuck you.
You're a piece of shit,
Shut the
Ross. I
fuck
forgot
up,
about
okay,
that.
Russ?
Why'd you
No,
remind me?
No, your positioning is the worst kind of positioning for like
You are a
disliking
bad
K-On!
person.
Wait, what is it I went and watched instead? I can't even
Yamada-kun.
remember. Was
Yes.
it? No, it was Eccentric Family.
No,
wasn't
no,
it?
it wasn't. It was Yamada-kun.
It was.
You stopped
Alright,
halfway
fair enough.
through the first episode and you're like, I could watch something better, and then you watch Yamada-kun.
You are the worst type of human, Russ.
Oh my God.
Russ, do you have
Too
a
funny.
landfill next to you by chance?
There's a few. Yeah.
I want you to go hop in the garbage truck, even if the garbage man is like, no, just tell him you're an anime fan. He'll let you in. And then be dumped in the landfill. Tell me where it's at. Send me a text message. I'll come drop a fucking nuke on it and Hiroshima your ass for not liking K-On!
So here's a
Cut that.
question,
That
Matt,
was
because
offensive.
I have a very little
Too soon.
knowledge in terms of K-On! So would you compare K-On! To more like Non-Non-Buri in terms of being slow like that, or is it more like you say? Is it more of a not action as in actual action, but is there a lot of stuff happening?
Okay, Russ.
Like
the first season, think of it like Yuri in a sense. It's very comedic, not exactly going for character progression of any sorts. And then get to the second season, kick everything into full gear. Visual direction. That's when Naokyo Yamada takes the lead, by the way. Tomoko Love Story, best director, one of the best directors currently in the industry, takes the lead, and that was her first mess around with and make anime look amazing and cinematograph, like photographic. And the further and further you get into it, the more not slice of lifey it gets. Well, it's still slice of life. More drama it gets. I don't really want to say too much because I feel like it's a surprising progression, and I want you to watch it for your fucking self, you piece of garbage.
See, yeah, if you put it like that, I mean, I guess I might bring it back up again. And also, you got the movie which portrays London, and as someone who lives very close to London, I would like to have that feeling that Matt gets like all the fucking time, where he's like, "Oh look, there's New York in anime." I'd quite like that to be able to just see London portrayed in anime.
Oh yeah, tons of anime are in New York nowadays. It's great. Love Live.
You are really
Kekai
lucky, Matt,
Sensen,
yeah.
2 anime in New York City in the same year.
The crazy thing is, Matt ate at the restaurant in the Love Live movie. Imagine that.
you really have
folks.
to bring that
Imagine that.
No, I'll say it
They
right
don't
now.
know, Glenn. They
I've been
don't
to
know.
almost every location that the Love Live movie goes through beforehand. Like the band show that they're in like halfway through the movie, where like the foreigners like come and talk to them, it's like, "Are you Japanese?" Like the white people. My college.
Is that how New
my
Yorkers
college
actually
is
are?
really close to over there. That's why Adam and I always make that joke, like, "Oh, they're just like students at our university." Because really, that's where everyone in my university goes and hangs out. Like, we go to that band show every now and then. So that was pretty cool.
Matt, what you need to do is you need to find another Asian, go up to them and say, "Are you Japanese?" That's what you've got to say. That's what you got to do. I mean, you live in New York, you got to do it. So, yeah.
Yeah, and like you live in London, and one of the best anime films ever takes place there, and yet you're just being a bitch.
Maybe that is the best way to describe it. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. You should never drop a show midway through a first episode.
Also,
that's just terrible.
Also, I wouldn't really say that Nanan Biori and K-On! Have many similarities. It's there, but I would say another show that's much more similar to K-On! Is Aria the Animation, in the sense of its character progression. Because Nanan Biori is like, it's like going through the span of a single year, so you're like going back and forth constantly in time.
Yeah.
K-On! Is like a straight line of essentially these 5 girls' life through it like spans through 3 years through their high school life, and the farther it goes, the more you become a part of the characters, the more you become what's a good word, like the more you delve into the series, essentially.
Yeah.
So
it's just like Naoki
Naoko Yamada.
Yeah, fuck you piece of shit. Pronounce everything right.
I don't pronounce everything right. Have you seen my comments?
Well, you can't speak English. I can't pronounce Japanese. We're one and the same. Yamada, that'll be easier instead of saying her first name as well. Yamada, and just Kyoani in general, very much about capturing the small moments of life. That is K-On! That is Euphonium. That is Hyoka.
Tomoko
Markets. They just capture the moment, and they do it brilliantly. And K-On's no different. Watch K-On!
Oh, I guess. Yeah, sure. I'll watch K-On! I need to take a break from Fairy
It's
Tail.
either that or be
and I know
kicked
you.
from AniFix, Russ. You don't wanna end up Canva.
God, what have I become? I mean, I've been watching. Well, I watched 26 episodes of Fairy Tail while I was lost in mountains in Europe. Like, that was an awful decision.
What a good use of your time. What a good use of your time, Ross.
Out of all the shows you could have watched, Fairy Tail.
Oh dear. Yeah.
Not that Fairy Tail is like
But
the
no.
worst thing in the world. It's good entertainment, I guess, but
I like it for what it is, you know.
For like the kind of
I mean,
show,
I'm not.
it's like one of the better ones, sure, but
it's just like, Russ, why don't you watch, I don't know, any other good show that is 12 episodes and we could talk about, like, at length.
Glenn, I make a lot of
Here's
bad
what
decisions.
we'll talk about it with Fairy Tail. I mean, that was kind of cool and fun, I guess. There's the end of the conversation right there. There you go.
Yeah, good stuff.
Good thing
guys,
Taylor
this
and
isn't
Eric don't
Fairy
listen.
Tail thoughts, you know?
I'm gonna be on an episode of that, by the way.
Tail.
Just
No,
thought I'd
you
let
can't-
people know.
Fairy Tail is not the reason we brought the one and only RCAnime here. We brought him here to talk about better shows.
Yeah.
That is the enthusiasm we search for on AniFix. Cast your votes in the comments if Matt should stay.
Should I replace
You should.
Cannibal
No,
Effect?
Glenn, you really shouldn't do that because you know he's gonna win.
That's what
Matt's
Glen
gonna
really
win,
wants.
and we're gonna have to
Glen wants
replace.
to
That
We're
is
gonna
my-
have to
that is my
replace
secret
Scal.
desire. Who will be kicked
Oh,
off
dear.
the AniFix island?
Hey,
What is that
hey.
show called? Like Survivor or something?
Yeah.
That's what AniFix is going to become. I want to talk about Kekai Sensen because we were
Yeah,
talking about
sure.
2015 shows, and Matt, we have talked about Kekai Sensen a lot. We have.
Yeah.
You and Callum have talked about it a lot as well.
Have we?
Oh yeah.
I feel like me
a
and
lot.
Matt have better conversations about it because Callum is just like, well, you see,
It's one of the best shows of the decade so far. That's what he thinks of Kekai Sensen.
Let me take.
Do you not think the
sip out of
same
my
thing?
penguin cup. Well, Glen. And then the conversation ends.
Anyway, go on. Yeah, what do you have to say about Kekai Sensen, Glen? That you're dying to say. Come on.
And now I'm kind of nervous because I'm like, did I have this exact same conversation with Callum? Now that I think of
Okay, I'll say something about Kekai Sensen because have you even watched the last episode yet, Glen?
No.
God,
I don't want to.
it's fine. Okay.
I don't want it to be bad.
Here's the main issue with Kekai Sensen. I think it's mainly I haven't read the source material, so I can't say it's the source material's fault.
I've read it. It's completely different. Rie Matsumoto made it better in every way.
Yeah, and like the best parts of Kekai Sensen are what Rie Matsumoto added, which is white and black.
White and black.
The two best characters in the show, like, and she even created her own overarching story in a sense. But the main issue with Kekai Sensen is that I feel like it tries to has this like sense and like tone of like chaotic, crazy, maybe like kind of like rough New Yorkish feel to it, and I think it intentionally wants to be it intentionally wants to be messy at points, but it's because of that other parts of the show inherently also become messy as well, and things become hard to understand, and also the fact that Rie Matsumoto only adapted chapters that she liked, that she wanted to. We skip over a lot of information and a lot of other stuff.
At the end of the day, the overarching story did not matter at all. The only overarching thing was black and white, which was the added thing.
Yeah.
And that was good. That added something to it. And it's just like every other episode is just a stylish vignette in a retro fantasy New York. And that's cool and all. And a lot of those episodes, specifically one I think you disliked a lot, and it's one of my favorite episodes.
The burger one?
Yeah, the burger one.
I hate the burger one.
I don't know
The mushroom
why.
guy annoys me.
That is the worst reason to hate it.
No, I in general, I don't like the episode. I felt like it just didn't have what I liked about Kekai Sensen in it at all, which was essentially just white and black. I really like the show just for those two. And all my favorite episodes are ones that mainly focus on them.
Well,
and
yeah, because white is
unfortunately, no
fucking
episode
great.
really mainly focuses on them.
Dude, are there doujin for her yet? Like, real talk.
We should check that out right after the podcast.
The thing is, if we look it up, we're just gonna find a bunch of yaoi, and I'm cool with that. Because the ships in that are fucking adorable. But it's like, yeah, Rie Matsumoto improved it in every way. She just, everything brimming with her innovative, creative energy, her directing style. I don't even know if I call it a style, it's just... What is a better word than style, Matt? In art. She has it down.
Oh my god.
She's my fucking favorite director.
You want to like say directing traits?
No, I like what I
I'm
said.
not sure. Style?
No, I literally
What,
that's the word I
down?
wanted to replace. Because I just want to, it's like it's an art. There are like few other directors currently in the industry that are at the level of greatness that she is when it comes to creative input. The presentation is just seamless and innovative, and it's actually cathartic.
Sayo Yamamoto.
I want to marry her. She's not married yet. I want to go to Japan and find her and ask her to marry me. That is what I want. Rie Matsumoto, this is my proposal. I have not much to offer, but
Next time on AniFix, Glen gets arrested by the Japanese police. And Russ has to go to the consulate to bail Glen out.
I just imagine I get this phone call from Glen. I'm like, Glen, no. And he's just like, yes.
You
I've
know,
been
like,
arrested
have
at the
you guys seen
border.
Borat?
yeah, I've seen Borat.
You know, like that
Yes.
at the end where he like just kidnaps Pamela Anderson or whoever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna like walk over to like Comic-Con and I don't know, Rie Matsumoto's gonna be there for some reason. And you just like put a duffel bag over her and just like run off.
I'm just gonna be like, I'll save you from Bones. You don't have to direct Kekai Sensen anymore. Be free. Be free. Go.
Okay, instead of talking about Glen's love, interests, why don't we move on to the question segment, Glen? Good old Glen.
You're laying on this on me, Rusty boy.
Well, my computer is blocked by this big-ass vocal booth, so
Okay.
you're gonna have to bring up the questions.
All right.
Yeah.
You forgot, Russ, you forgot to get the names of the people who fucking asked them, for fuck's sake. You said you were going to do...
I'm sorry, guys.
I'm sorry that...
We all No, I think giving names is actually a bad idea, Glenn, because we love our audience equally. Let's put it like that. That's a way to dig ourselves out.
No, next episode we'll have your bloody names.
Sure you guys do. I'm sure you love your subscriber, Excalibur
RCAnime,
1300.
RC, we love them more than you, so...
But you love me more than Callum.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, yeah, Glenn, hit me with some questions. Let's go.
All right.
Let's get these going.
Have you ever received an anime or anime-themed present from anyone who doesn't usually watch anime?
No.
Yeah.
Great. Have you ever given a present?
Actually, yes. Yes, I have. No, I have. I got the Bakano Blu-ray. That's it, though.
I got a meal.
That was nice.
Folder of Mio Akiyama. It was great.
Well, thankfully, I have the best story for this. 4 days ago, I turned 19 years old. It was my birthday, December 29th. Send me all the gifts.
So fast.
Send me the belated birthday gifts. And for my birthday, they got me a cake, as they usually do on birthdays. And it was a picture of High School DxD. It was a High School DxD cake. It's just like, DxD's not like one of my favorite shows of all time, or anything like that. When I saw that, it was cute. I laughed. It was really funny. It was really cool. It was just like...
It could have been any show on that cake. It could have been any show on that cake. It's the thought that matters.
Yeah,
I mean, the fact that they got DxD as well is quite funny.
That's brilliant.
My last birthday, they had Fate fucking Stay Night, the 2006 version, and I was just like, thanks. Yeah, I got that. There's a picture on my
Next year,
Twitter.
I hope it's Cyclone no Quasar.
Maybe Russ will link it on screen. He won't.
No, you know what? I am actually gonna do that. You can see Ben's. You can see Glen's birthday cake.
So yeah, got that
on the screen.
My family. That was pretty cute. Next question. What is one of your favorite animation studios? Why is it your favorite? And which of their productions is your favorite? You know, all of us very cultured fans, we understand that anime studio doesn't actually really matter in contrast to the staff, but regardless, staffs are still credited for the production, so we'll just pick the favorite show from that, whatever. Matt?
Favorite studio? Maybe surprising, but actually Studio Ghibli, or Ghibli, however people want me to pronounce it. Ghibli. And my favorite work from there is The Tale of Princess Kaguya. I like Ghibli a lot, not because I love everything that they do, but because I respect what that studio has been trying to do for anime in the past. How many years has it been? 30 years, 40 years?
Their love of animation. Yeah. They make animations feel alive.
Yeah, and
it's just like in TV productions, they cut corners. They have to, and it's just like in those films, even though you might not even notice it in the background, there's just everything's animated. Like there's a shot in Spirited Away in this one bathhouse where everything is moving, and it's there for 3 seconds. You're not going to see everything that's going on in that unless you pause and look through it. And it's like making environments actually feel alive is what Ghibli does, and they do it amazingly.
Yeah, it's just the kind of rigorous work that Miyazaki and Takahata specifically go through for each of their films.
Yeah, Miyazaki beats his employees.
Yeah, seriously, he makes sure that they don't watch Sword Art Online or To Love Re Darkness, because if you do, you'd get fired immediately.
Beheaded, even.
Beheaded.
It happens.
Yeah, that's where ISIS got the idea from.
Miyazaki, actually the leader of ISIS. Little known knowledge. Russell?
You know what? I'll go with the safe choice. I like Kyoto Animation a lot.
Good.
And they are a very good studio. They just have that touch, if you know what I mean. Matt?
What kind of touch are you talking about?
Stuff.
A magic touch. But yeah, so I can always go into a KyoAni show and I'll always have a good time no matter what. That's something you can't really minus Chunibyo. That's the one. It's the one like thing outside the circle. But you know,
Not even the first
having a
season.
studio, like, the first season was alright, but you having a studio that you go to and you're always going to enjoy a show from them. That's something special. You can't say that about. I don't think I can say that about any other studio.
Well, yeah, because like,
so you know,
like you
yeah.
know, because I drill it into you, they're an actual staff.
Yep, they are an actual staff.
They have, you know.
Again,
consistent
Matt
people
knows
on the
this very
projects,
well.
And it's just like
Yeah.
that talent's gonna bleed through in every
does,
project.
it does.
And it does.
Yeah,
Uh,
and they just know how to make those moments that just like make you stop for a second, and I like that when they do that. So like when Kion's falling out the window in the disappearance movie, that is a good moment. And they do that quite a lot. So yeah, that's why I like KyoAni. What about you though, Glenn?
I'd say KyoAni,
Who's your favorite
obviously,
studio?
but let's go a little bit low key and say. I was gonna answer KyoAni, but that'd just be boring since you did it. My
Glen's favorite is Trigger.
Yeah, I love Trigger. Let's go with Silverlink. No, let's go with Cinema Sytrus.
Really?
Yeah, Cinema Sytrus, one of the more technically still up and coming studios, just like how Wit is still technically an up and coming studio because they were only recently founded. Cinema Sytrus was born from Bones, if I recall, and every project they've made has, well, let's exclude Black Bullet, has very specific talents to it. Like Barakuman, Yu Yu Shiki, just a very specific slice of life vignette type of style. It's great. I love it. Probably the best show they made for me is Barakuman. And yeah. Just a smaller studio that doesn't get enough appreciation. And that first episode of Barakuman is it was one of the best animated episodes of that year, probably. But yeah. That's that.
What else
We'll
have
move
they
on
done?
to a different question. Sorry, RCAnime, what did you say?
What else have they done? Because I don't think I've seen anything by them. I don't know.
Barakuman, Yu Yu Shiki, Black Bullets. They really haven't done much because, like I said, they're only
Okay,
sort
yeah.
of recent.
So I haven't
They're
seen
the ones
anything
who
by
are
them.
technically doing Under the Dog, even though like most of the talent for that kind of went away.
Yeah, that thing is. Well, we'll see how Underdog ends
They
up being.
also did Tokyo Magnitude. I know you watched that, but that was co-produced with Bones because, like I said, they cut off from Bones. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay, yeah. Tokyo Magnitude was okay. It was first 4 episodes, some earthquake fun. The rest of it is just walking.
Don't worry, when Under the Dog comes and blows everybody away and saves anime, you'll have different things to say.
You know it's coming, man. You know it's coming.
This one was specifically directed to me, so I'll answer it first. Glen, if you were to rub balls with anyone in an anime, who would it be? And for some reason, I'm nervous, and I feel like we've answered this before because we were just kind of rushing.
No, we haven't. We definitely haven't answered this question before. So go on.
Makoto from Free would be my first answer when I think of cute boys, because he is very cute. But I kind of want to switch it up, and Urabuchi's technically anime. Get Urabuchi, he counts. I want to rub my balls against him, get him to ejaculate, and get some scrapes of his semen off of the wall. For purposes you don't need to know. Don't ask. Who would you guys rub your testicles against? Anyone?
One of the
So,
Suitable girls? Does that count?
Yeah. Wait, do they
Alright.
have balls?
I
think they only have
Shouldn't
the
they?
shaft in the vagina. I don't know. Do they have balls?
uh,
Let's just say they have balls.
all right.
You'll do it with the Prez.
No, the
Oh,
tan
come on. Prez
girl.
is great. Oh, the tan girl, really?
Yeah.
The green-haired girl, or
No. The other one.
the one who's like her girlfriend?
I guess, yeah.
All right, weird taste RCAnime. What about you, Russ?
I don't know how to answer this question, Glenn.
Russ. We know it'd be with Callum, with the Canapa Man.
Oh god. Anything but him.
Okay, that's Russ's answer. Count
That's
him.
Russ's answer, and that is the end of this episode. Should he be off the next episode?
Nah, it's fine. As long as Callum is off the
Okay,
next
cool.
episode, you should. Yeah.
I like how I act as though I'm in control. Russ says,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
control.
actually the one with the password.
I have the Twitter though. That's what matters.
Yeah, so you should be rubbing your balls against me, mister.
Well, I mean,
God.
not against it.
Anyway, yeah. Is there another question, Glenn, or are we wrapping this
let's wrap
episode
this
up?
That's the
All right.
end of the special
All right.
episode with RCAnime. Unless you have a question for the one and only Russ.
For Matt?
For the RCAnime, God. Respect.
Nah, I hate RCN.
Ugh.
He's scum.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I can't wait till Matt treats us to pizza. That's gonna be the best
What?
thing ever.
Oh,
Me treating?
oh, dude. At Anime Next,
Dude.
all I ate was pizza. Oh.
Did you guys tell them
No,
the
Matt.
story? Wait, Glenn, did you tell everyone the story about like Umi on the pizza box?
No, yeah, I have. I'm pretty sure. Basically,
That's so cool.
yeah. At Anime Next, but in Ohio, where I'm living now, I always order from
Ohio.
pizza places, and I always put on the extra little detail. It's like, do you want us to do something extra? I always write, draw your favorite Love Live girl on the pizza box, and they never did. And then we go to Anime Next. First pizza we order, I placed that there. The guy fucking drew Umi. He looked up what Love Live was. It drew Umi. I tipped him like $10, and I didn't even mean to. I was just so in shock.
That is crazy.
I still have it. I still have the little
yeah.
pizza box because I'm not going to throw that shit away. I'm keeping that for the rest of my life.
That is just a statement on how great this place is.
It was amazing. It was amazing. But yeah, there's the pizza. Yeah. There's the pizza story. Matt was there. RCAnime was there. I was with the one and only RCAnime in real life.
One day I will have my own RCAnime photo where I'm standing in a bookshop.
And it'll be the worst.
I can't wait for that moment.
In your full
Oh
collection.
no, it's great. It's great.
RCAnime, do you have any ending words for your first AniFix appearance?
I really do hope I replace the Canapa effect. No, I'm just kidding.
Cast your votes in the comments. Oh yeah, and ask questions.
Oh,
ask more questions, please. Thank you.
Yeah, these guys they kind of like depend on your questions and like nothing else.
Yeah, we're terrible.
Not even your subscription. Just ask them questions.
No, like and subscribe.
Subscribe to Roku Ronin, by the way.
No, fuck off.
Fuck off.
No. This is the Roku Ronin.
This ending has been going on for ages.
Do not watch Roku Ronin.
No,
Watch AniFix,
no.
the
Do
best
watch.
anime
Do not watch
podcast on the internet.
AniPod, but do watch Roku Ronin
AniPod's coming back.
soon.
Bitches.
All right. See you later.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Fuck RCAnime.
What a dick.